Now, Hamas has announced today that it has reached an agreement to end the war in the Gaza Strip and to ensure the withdrawal of Israeli forces, allowing the entry of humanitarian aid and also carrying out a prisoner exchange. This announcement came following 3 days of indirect talks between Hamas and Israel in Egypt's resort city of Sharm el-Sheikh that was brokered by the United States, Qatar, Egypt and Türkiye to negotiate a peace plan proposed by U.S. President Donald Trump. But for more on this latest development, we speak to SABC News correspondent Sophie Mokoena. Sophie, good morning. So we, in fact, a little while ago were sharing the Truth Social post by President Donald Trump as well regarding this matter. But you say Hamas also making their intentions known. So talk to us about this latest development.
Well, it looks like the two have agreed on a first phase on the implementation of that peace plan or peace agreement. That would include cessation of the war on Gaza, the withdrawal of the Israeli forces and occupation from the entire Gaza Strip, but now we are told it will be 70%. You'll have 30% of IDF presence in Gaza still, in that yellow line. The delivery of humanitarian aid, something that the UN has been pushing for, and also the international community. And then, of course, the exchange of prisoners. We are told 2,000 prisoners. Those are ordinary Palestinians who were abducted and detained in the prisons in Israel. On the other hand, the release of hostages. And therefore, these are the issues for now. But the catch here, Sakina, we've been here before. When President Trump came into office, a similar announcement was made in terms of the peace agreement and cessation of hostilities, release of prisoners. We saw that happening. But unfortunately, we saw a situation where the very agreement was violated, I think 3 times since President Trump took office. Now, this one, what guarantee do we have that the implementation will happen, there won't be any violation, and also it will lead to permanent solution? Because this phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, if you have that kind of staggered implementation of the agreement, there's a tendency for one party to violate the agreement.
And that is a concern, isn't it, Sophie? Because the first phase of this, that seems to be the only thing that is absolutely clear at this stage, the exchange of hostages. But beyond that, where are the concrete plans? You were asking when we were having an offline conversation about the guarantors for what needs to happen. So where are we with regard to all of that?
You are correct. The guarantors, Egypt, Turkey, Qatar, the United States of America, the international community, including the Arab countries in that region, and the friends of Palestinians, such as countries such as South Africa, friends of Israeli government, such as the developed North in Europe. What will they do to ensure that this peace does hold? That's a critical issue. If you don't have a standby force that will enforce or ensure the peace agreement is implemented, I can tell you it will still be violated. That's my only concern. Having covered peace processes on the continent and around the world, signing documents doesn't translate in the implementation. And if you don't have strong position and perhaps resources for the guarantors that they can put forward to enforce that peace, for example, the peace force, you will have a problem. So we would wait and see how this is going to pan out. One can guess that for Trump, this was critical. On Friday, the Nobel Peace Committee will be announcing those who have been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. He is hoping that his name will be sneaked in at an 11th hour with this agreement.
Well, we'll have to leave it there for now. Thank you so much, Sophie Mokoena, SABC News correspondent there. The latest with regard to that ceasefire deal between Israel and, of course, Hamas. And many hopeful, but as Sophie cautions, we've been here before. So it all remains to be seen. And stay tuned to SABC News. We'll keep you abreast of developments.